Hi, thanks for joining me for another episode of Rams TV brought to you by Desjardins Securities. I'm Karlen Herauf, and I'll be joined this week by linebacker Mike Kerr, receiver Brenden Owens, and of course head coach Frank McCrystal. Joining me now is Brenden Owens, receiver for the University of Regina Rams. Brenden, congratulations on your performance in BC on the weekend, 7 receptions, 120 yards. You want to talk a bit about the game, how you felt out there?
We just came out and we played our best, and Ole was throwing the pass out there. He was getting the ball out for us, and we went up and made plays, and we did the best that we could.
You had a couple of big catches on the drive, including the touchdown. Tell me about that pass and that catch, because it was a 30-yard reception, I believe. I
kind of knew the play was coming to me. We'd been working on it all week, and it was the wheel, and I knew Ole was going to put it up. It worked out to be unfavorable coverage, but I just kind of went up got it at the highest point like we're taught to do. So it just worked out well, caught it, and then the next play was just a backside seam and just went downfield and got the ball.
As a fifth-year receiver, you've obviously caught some passes from a few different quarterbacks over the years. Can you talk a bit about playing with Zach, who is a younger quarterback, versus playing with someone like Mark Mueller?
Playing with a guy like Zach it's a little different than playing with Mark. Mark's a guy that's been here since my first year, and now I'm in my fifth. So I've caught a lot of passes from him in my career, and I know that the ball's going to be there and it's going to be in the safest spot for you. And he throws a receiver-friendly ball, and you always have a chance on it, and it's really a really good place for the ball to be. Zach, he's a newer quarterback. He's in his first year. This is his third game, so obviously the ball isn't going to be in the exact spot that it should be to be the most protected for the receiver, the most receiver-friendly ball. But when he does put it out there, he gives you a chance, and just having that opportunity is a chance for me to go and make a play and do something for the team.
Good. So this week you're warming up for U of S in Regina on Saturday night. Yeah. Can you tell me what you guys will be focusing on in practice over the next week?
We'll just probably go over the game film that we played him earlier this season. We got a little bit of film from that one. We're going to make some adjustments from that game, and we're gonna move into Bernie's schemes that he has planned out. They run a zone defense, so we're going to be doing a lot of zone routes and planning for their cover 3 defense and just being able to pick that apart.
Great. Well, I think that's maybe it for the night. Thanks so much for taking some time to talk to me. Good luck with the rest of the season.
Thanks very much. Appreciate
it. Mike, congratulations on your performance in BC. 7.5 tackles and 1 interception to set up a touchdown in the second quarter. Can you tell me a bit about how your game went?
I think it was the best game I've played all year. We kind of put in some good schemes during the week, during practice, and kind of put guys in good spots and kind of played out for everybody.
You're a veteran on a defense that's had to step up a lot this season. Can you talk about maybe the leadership role you've taken in the locker room, especially with some of the younger guys?
Like you said, we got a lot of younger guys in the secondary and especially on the defense. So I'm more of a guy that if guys need questions or to kind of clear some things up on the field, I'm more there as a support system there for some guys. I'm not a big raw guy, but I'm more if you have a question, or I kind of clear things up on the field if there's any confusion. So.
That's great. So is that something you try to do throughout the course of the game as well as in practice during the week?
Yeah, most definitely. I think communication is the biggest part on the defense. If you want to be good leaders, communicating to each other. So I kind of take over that role of doing that, not just on the defense or on practice, but during the game.
What will you guys be working on as a defense, as a unit during practice this week as you prepare for the Huskies?
We kind of know some of the things that they throw at us. They don't change that much. So it's more just kind of figuring out and recognizing things and putting yourself in a good spot to make a play. So
I caught a little bit of the Access broadcast of your game in BC, and I heard a comment that if you are to ever play in the CFL, you would be very well suited as a safety. Do you have any thoughts on that, or maybe on your future as a football player?
I've never played safety before. I played in RMF 1 year. I played safety, but it's kind of the thing. If I want to play football, I think I do have to change my position, but I've never had it'd be kind of cool to go play pro football, but I've never had or talked to anybody about it. So right now I'm kind of focused on more of my career. I want to be a police officer in the city, so I'm kind of going through that right now. So.
Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me. Good luck with the rest of your football career here with the Rams.
Thank you.
I'm joined again by Frank McCrystal for another segment of Frankly Speaking. Frank, coming home from BC, kind of a tough game. Can you talk a little bit about the effort your team put in this weekend?
Well, certainly, the fact that we didn't win the game is disappointing, and there's a part of it that's frustrating. But I think more importantly, if you take the positives from it, we're still in the race for a playoff spot. And that's good, and certainly it's in our own hands because we've got 2 games. If we can win those 2 games, we're in, and we still have a shot depending on what happens with Manitoba and Calgary. But the other thing is our guys didn't quit, and I think that's really important. We were down 23-9. We came back and we were on the 7-yard line with 12 seconds and 2 seconds, and we just didn't get it done. And we look at it and we could have and should have, but it didn't happen for us. But at least our guys continued to play right to the end.
Good. You also scored first in that game. Can you tell me what it was like to get that first major on the board? Was there some excitement, maybe a really good feeling going into halftime?
Well, there always is, and it always is when you score, period. And then when you score the touchdown and you score the way we did at the end of the half, where we went in, played some defense, we took the timeout, so we got the ball up, an interception by Mike Kerr, and then I think really well executed offensively for us to put it in the end zone that late in the half. So I think that always gives you a boost and always makes you feel good about it. And we just didn't. And then the third quarter we came out a little bit flat. We had the turnovers late in the third quarter and the beginning of the fourth quarter, and that we didn't and couldn't recover from that completely.
Okay, well, maybe on to some more positive things. Like you said, you are still in it. You kind of hold your own destiny right now. 2 teams that you've already played this season. You have U of S on Saturday in Regina. So how do you prepare for them?
Well, they're a good football team. They play very disciplined and consistently, and that's how they've been, in all the years that we played them. So we have to go out and we have to execute. We have to be physical with them, and certainly I think that we're, again, a different football team than we were when we played them up in Saskatoon. Certainly the biggest thing is that we've got a quarterback that has had some more experience. He's a little bit older than the guys that we were in that game with, where we started Dylan Hart, who got hurt right away, and then we had to go to our freshman right out of high school, our true freshman, as they say. So I think that will be a little better, a little more experienced, and maybe a little more battled up, I guess, a little bit more than we were when we ended up there with the young guys at quarterback in Saskatoon.
Okay. I heard a rumor from some of the guys that you're running them tonight. Is that true?
Yeah, well, it all depends, It depends on if the mums are watching this thing. No, they really work hard. They work hard. They're in shape and they're conditioned, and we, even the practice itself, we're hopeful that the practice itself has got them to a place where that they're challenged and they're going to run anything out, the kinks and whatever. And I mean, obviously, too, you're a little sore coming back. We played Saturday and it's Monday, and you got home. We got home at a good hour on Sunday, but still, the guys are a little bit sore. Although they're all out on the field now, so that's good.
Okay, well, good luck as you prepare for U of S. I guess I'll see you again next week, and for now, just have a good week in practice.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks again for watching Rams TV, brought to you by Desjardins Securities. Don't forget, your Rams are home to the University of Saskatchewan Huskies this Saturday, October 22nd. See you there.